IVM.
Storytel is an audiobook platform that lets you hear hundreds of thousands of stories on your mobile, on your PC, wherever you prefer. You can get a great deal by signing up at storytel.com/IVM. But before I tell you what the deal is, let me make a recommendation for you for your first book. When you go to Storytel, search for James Clavell. He has a number of books, but I'm going to recommend Shogun to you. Shogun is the story of an Englishman who's shipwrecked in 16th century Japan and how he struggles to deal with the culture, gets embroiled in the politics of the land. It's a great story, and if it wasn't enough that you can get just this one book, James Clavell's Asian Saga has 5 more books on Storytel. So go to storytel.com/IVM. You get your first month at 99 rupees a month instead of 299. That's 200 rupees off on your first month. Storytel.com/IVM. Go check it out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Positively Unlimited podcast. For today's episode, the word I have chosen is legacy. And the question I want you to answer is this. When you are no more, what do you want to be remembered for? Or, when you are no more, how do you want to be remembered? Now, here's the thing. A lot of you will immediately answer saying, I want to be remembered as a good person. I want to be remembered as someone who was there for everyone else. I want to be remembered as someone who was helpful and kind, or someone who was compassionate. If that is what you want to be remembered for, then technically your life purpose is to be a compassionate person, is to be a helpful person, is to be a good person, right? Think about it. The purpose of your life is that thing that gives your life meaning. Then shouldn't you also want to be remembered for that purpose, whatever it may be? But when it comes down to this question, that when you die, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want people to say about you? Most of us will answer with adjectives like good person, a happy person, a person who helped others, a person who knew how to love or was loved. Well, they're not accomplishments, are they? Or then maybe they are the real, true accomplishments. The things that we should actually be striving for and the things that we should actually be achieving. Think of some of the great people who are no more. I mean, Thomas Edison. He's known for giving us light. Or then Graham Bell. He made it possible for us to talk to each other. Or let's think about, Steve Jobs. Every time that you pick up your iPhone, you are holding his legacy. A piece of it. Now, this is what you want to ask yourself. What do you want to be known for? How do you want to be remembered? The answer to this question may give you another piece that will help you figure out your life purpose. Remember what I told you about joining the dots. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you need to listen to episode number 160. Every episode in this particular series of A to Z is a piece of the jigsaw puzzle that we are trying to complete. The puzzle called, What is my life purpose? The questions you are answering, the perspectives that I am sharing, they all will lead us towards your life purpose. Now let me also tell you this. When we talk about legacy, we are talking about impact. The impact that you have had on someone's life. Now, whether that is by way of your actions, your words, your presence, or then by something that you have created, a service that you have provided. So how do you want to be remembered? So the right answer to how do I want to be remembered or what do I want to be remembered for is actually I want to be remembered for the impact I've had on someone's life. Now you can have an impact or create an impact on someone's life by way of your presence or by way of a service or a product that you have created and offered. So then, in order to figure out your life purpose, the question that you want to be answering is, how can I create an impact on people's lives? What kind of an impact can I have on people's lives? Now, I know that the examples that I spoke of a few minutes ago, they were all pioneers in their field. However, in order for you to build your legacy, in order for you to have an impact, you don't necessarily have to be a pioneer. Not everybody needs to be a pioneer, and it isn't that only those people who are pioneers will figure out their life purpose. You could have an impact by doing something that is already being done, but you will do it differently. Maybe you will do it better, or then maybe even by doing the same thing that 5 other people are doing. The people that you touch, the lives that you touch, the lives that you will change, well, that is what your legacy will be all about. So the question that you want to answer, well, rather the 2 questions you want to answer is, how do I want to be remembered, or what do I want to be remembered for? And how can I create an impact? What can I do to have an impact on the people in my life? Be careful to not try to find answers that are career related or tied to your professional space or making money or becoming famous. Those are traps. Remember one thing, making money, becoming famous, being recognized, these are all results of finding your purpose. They are not why you need to have a purpose. They cannot be the reason and the motive. But more on that in a different episode. In today's episode, it's all about legacy. It's all about understanding the true meaning of your purpose, the true function of your purpose, and answering 2 very important questions. On that note, I'm going to head out of here to record the next episode. But you can listen to all the previous episodes on the IVM Podcast app and website. Also, do connect with us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is IVM Podcast, and you can write to me on Instagram as well. You can DM me. My handle is Positivity Angel.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Let me quickly thank our sponsors on the network this week. Storytel, thewholetruthfoods.com, and we have a new sponsor in Syed. Thank you all so much for being part of the network. So, this is Valentine's week, and we have a bunch of stuff for you guys. So I'm going to give you a couple of episodes that you could definitely catch up with. Agla Station, Season 2, Episode 12, Be Our Valentine. Ritasha and Ayushi have a little bit of talk about love and all the rest of the stuff that goes wrong with that. On The Habit Coach, episode 396, Ashton Doctor did an episode which went into the much-debated origins of Valentine's Day. Also, do check out Candid Kannan with Siddharth Kannan featuring Govinda and his wife Sunita Ahuja. He talks to them about amazing 33 years together. But you know what, folks? If you want to hear more about these Valentine's Day things, what I suggest is go to our webpage, ivmpodcast.com/blog. And on the blog, we're going to post a bunch of different playlists that we've created for all the various major services. So if you're feeling in the mood for love, do check that out. You'll definitely enjoy it. Just a quick note on a few other noteworthy episodes this week. Nankari Kunal Vijayakar was the guest. They spoke about street food with him. On Simplified, they talk about vaccinating 1 billion people, then the logistical and administrative task in front of us. And on the Wire Talk, Siddharth talks to Devdutt Mukhopadhyay about the human cost of internet shutdowns. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Hey, I'm Zarina, your peak performance coach, leadership coach, and life coach. And I'm here to unleash that power within you with your weekly dose of mantras and empowerment. Tune in to Monday Mantras every Monday for your quick fix, and the Empowering Series with Zarina Poonawalla every Thursday for riveting real-life stories. You can catch us on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcasts from.